Acts 17:26. And he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings. From the very beginning, the Bible introduces us to the creation of humanity, starting with Adam and Eve in the book of Genesis. This creation story lays the foundation for understanding the origin of all people. In Genesis 1:26-27, we read, "Then God said, 'Let us make man in our image according to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth.' So God created man." In the book of Genesis, we find a profound declaration that speaks to the heart of human identity. In his own image, in the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. This verse carries immense power, reminding us that every person, regardless of race or background, shares a common origin. We are all created in the image of God, endowed with inherent value and dignity. This truth underscores the unity of humanity, revealing that from the very beginning, we were meant to be connected. Following the creation of Adam and Eve, humanity reached a pivotal moment with the Great Flood, a cataclysmic event described in Genesis. The flood reshaped the earth and its inhabitants, sparing only Noah and his family. As Genesis 7:23 tells us, "So he destroyed all living things which were on the face of the ground, both man and cattle, creeping thing and bird of the air. They were destroyed from the earth. Only Noah and those who were with him in the ark remained alive." Noah's three sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, became the ancestors of the diverse populations that would later repopulate the earth. After the flood waters receded, Genesis 9:18-19 records the beginning of a new chapter. Now the sons of Noah who went out of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and from these the whole earth was populated. This passage is significant because it traces the origins of the world's diverse populations back to these three families. Shem's descendants settled in the Middle East and parts of Asia, Ham's in Africa and portions of the Middle East, and Japheth's spread into Europe and other parts of Asia. This dispersion laid the groundwork for the rich tapestry of races and ethnicities we see today, with each group adapting to their specific environments and developing unique cultures and languages. Genesis 10, often referred to as the Table of Nations, provides a detailed account of the descendants of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. This chapter serves as a genealogical map, tracing the roots of various nations back to Noah's sons. It highlights the interconnectedness of all humanity, showing that despite our differences, we share a common ancestry. For instance, Japheth's descendants played a significant role in the spread of civilization into Europe and parts of Asia. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras, each founded different peoples and nations, shaping the early cultures and societies of these regions. The story of the Tower of Babel, found in Genesis 11:1-9, is one of the Bible's most intriguing narratives. At that time, all of humanity spoke a single language and lived together in one place. They decided to build a city with a tower that reached the heavens, hoping to make a name for themselves and avoid being scattered. However, their ambition was rooted in pride and a desire to challenge God's authority. In response, God intervened, confusing their language and scattering them across the earth. This event marked the beginning of linguistic and cultural diversity, illustrating that while human unity is powerful, it must align with divine purpose. Japheth's descendants are particularly noteworthy for their role in spreading civilization across Europe and Asia. Gomer's lineage is believed to have settled around the Black Sea, influencing regions in Eastern Europe and Western Asia. Magog's descendants are often associated with the ancient nomadic Scythians, known for their skills in horseback riding and archery. Madai's descendants contributed to the development of Persian civilization, while Javan's lineage is linked to the ancient Greeks, who profoundly shaped Western culture through philosophy, democracy, and the arts. The diversity we see among human populations, whether in skin color, language, or culture, is a testament to God's providential design. As different groups migrated and adapted to new environments, they developed unique physical and cultural traits. For instance, populations in regions with high UV radiation, like Africa, developed darker skin to protect against the sun's harmful rays. Conversely, those in areas with less sunlight, such as Europe, developed lighter skin to better synthesize vitamin D. This process of adaptation reflects God's wisdom in ensuring that humanity could thrive in various climates across the globe. Acts 17:26 encapsulates this profound truth. And he has made from one blood every nation of men to dwell on all the face of the earth, and has determined their pre-appointed times and the boundaries of their dwellings. This passage reminds us that while humanity is diverse, we are all part of a single, divinely orchestrated plan. The differences in our physical characteristics, languages, and cultures are not random but intentional, designed by God to enrich the human experience and fulfill His purposes. As we reflect on these biblical accounts, we are reminded of the unity that underlies our diversity. From the creation of humanity in God's image to the spread of nations after the flood, the Bible tells a story of interconnectedness, adaptation, and divine purpose. Recognizing that we all share a common origin should inspire us to embrace our differences, celebrate our unique cultures, and honor the image of God in every person.